Hey guys, Ivy here for another Tarot Tuesday. Happy Solstice. Using my Wild Unknown deck today. Just something about animals and the solstice just go together in my head. All right, let's see what we got. Card number 1, the Magician. Card number 2, the Death card. And card number 3, the Hermit card. These are kind of heavy-hitting cards. Okay, the Magician is the first card we pulled, and this card follows the Fool in the classic tarot deck. The Fool is all about the beginning of an adventure, all this like unbridled potential, all this energy. It's kind of this like ignorance is bliss. You don't even know what awaits you yet. And the Magician card is considered to be like the first character or entity that the Fool meets on his journey. And what the Magician is really good at is connecting to the divine, connecting to source, connecting to God, while also being firmly grounded and rooted in this like third dimensional earth plane. And why that is important is it's because in unifying those two aspects of ourselves, we are able to create and then penetrate energetically out into the world, externalize out into the world. And so the Magician card is all about that like yang, masculine energy. And I don't mean that in like the 2022 sense. I mean this in like the yin yang, masculine, feminine energy sense. It's about action. It's about doing things out in the world. And it's about having all this focused potential, part of which is a gift directly from God or source that you are as your own vehicle designed to kind of like shoot out into the world. And so this card would be saying, if there was ever a time to like really be in alignment and act from a place of your heart while using all these resources that you have, your thoughts, material resources, your emotions and energy, everything's coming together right now, and it is a really good opportunity to just like penetrate that energy out into the world. I don't know why that word keeps coming up, but penetrate, yeah. Focused energy penetrated out in the world, penetrated out in the world. Oh my God. Well, apparently I'm just going to say the word penetrated like 18,000 times in this video today. Is what it is. Again, this card, I don't even know how many times I pulled this card in the last 6 months in various decks. So the Death card, certainly nothing to be scared of. Does not mean physical, literal death. If this is the first time you're watching me talk about this Death card, death is about those moments in life where we are asked to let go of things that are no longer serving us. Sometimes when we don't get the memo, like the first 5 times, that we need to let go of something and grieve something and like move on the other side of it, our hand is kind of forced. And I think when our hand is forced around letting go, sometimes things do feel really tragic. They feel really hurtful. They feel really awful. We feel like taken aback by it. And yet there couldn't be really a bigger gift offered to you by the universe than getting an opportunity to let go of something that's no longer serving your highest and greatest good. And even though transition and change can often be painful because we're like attached to the things that it represents, ultimately in the long run, I think we trust, or the goal is to trust that it's in our highest best interest. And even though it may not seem like it in the moment, we're really on the right path and going the places that we need to be going. Okay, Hermit card, third and final card. I think you can probably see there is a tortoise on this card, which is, I think, sort of a perfect representation of all that this card brings with it. This is reminding us how important it is for us to get our own answers, our own knowingness, our own guidance from inside. And as the Fool kind of goes about his journey through tarot, one of the characters he meets is the Hierophant. We pulled this card a while ago. The Hierophant is a different kind of teacher. The Hierophant teaches us about how to deal with structures, how to deal with groups of people, how to deal with like societal niceties, like how to play the game, how to live in the matrix, right? Like how to do these conditioning things that we all belong to. And this card is another teacher that the Fool meets, but a very different one. And this card is all about meditation and reflection and prayer and just being internal with yourself and looking for all the answers there. One of my favorite sayings is, no matter where you go, there you are. And I think nothing could be more true than that for a turtle or a tortoise, because wherever they go, they're still there, all of them. And we can put ourselves in different positions. We can change the context that we're in. We can search for things and seek for things in our external world. Ultimately, wherever we are and wherever we're going, whoever we're listening to, it's still us. And so I think, not to get like too spiritually woo-woo, but we do really all hold the answers for our own life and our own remembering internally and in ourselves. And so it's kind of like a sort of a nice progression. I feel like I say that every week, but every week I'm impressed with tarot and how beautiful the story is of tarot. Having this unbridled potential that we're just like thrusting out into the world and experiencing along that pathway moments that we feel like may set us back in the moment. But I think through careful consideration and meditation and going inward and really trusting our own judgment, intuition, and instincts, we begin to see that the things that are no longer serving us need to go. And I guess the other thing I guess I want to point out, I feel like I'm really rambling today, is these are all part of the major arcana cards, and it's statistically pretty unlikely to pull 3 major arcana cards out of a deck of, I think there are 78 cards in a tarot deck. And the major arcana cards always represent like major life transformative learning experiencing moments, whereas the minor cards tend to represent like everyday life situations that humans find themselves into. So these are kind of big, energetic, shifting kind of cards, and I think really lovely. It's been a long time since I pulled the Hermit, so I guess if anybody's out there wanting to do some kind of summer solstice practice today, I'm thinking about where you want to direct your energy and how you're directing your energy, making sure you're letting go of what no longer serves you, and taking some personal downtime to just reflect on where you're at, who you are, who you want to be, and making sure that the answers are coming from inside of you and not outside. So, okay, happy, brightest day of the year. This is my favorite day of the year. And I will see you guys in about 7 days. Bye-bye.